Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am super excited for this video because I had an exciting package show up at my doorstep today and I was not expecting it. I did purchase it, but I wasn't expecting it. So this is the Glam Lite cake palette and I pre-ordered this. I thought it was supposed to ship like February 14th and then I got a shipping notification a few days ago and I've been like just casually stalking the tracking, and this whole time it just had said that it was in pre-shipment, and then today I refreshed it and it said delivered. So I ran out to my mailbox looking like a crazy person in my robe and my slippers and my pajamas, and I grabbed it and I was so excited. So if you're not already familiar with Glam Lite, they are the brand that kind of became famous for doing food themed palettes. They have the pizza palette and they've had quite a few since then. I have more of their original palettes. Some they sent me as PR and some that I was gifted, like the Alondra Desi palette I really love. It's such a pretty warm tone palette, and I don't know, I've always really enjoyed their quality. Like I feel like their shimmers are out of this world, so beautiful and sparkly, and that's the reason I ended up purchasing this palette, is because I just love their shimmers so much, even though it was a little bit of a rainbow palette. But either way, I'm so excited to dig into it. So it's so cute. It's an oven. It's so adorable. So it opens up, and I think this is supposed to be the PR box they said, but it's basically everyone who purchases it gets this. I do have an affiliate code with Glam Lite in case you're curious. It's AMYLOVES, and I think it saves you 15% off. So then you pull it out, and I mean, it's a cake. So here is what it looks like. It's so cute. There's a mirror, which I mean is fine, but I don't think that's a mirror I would ever use just because of how the palette is made. Like, it's just kind of funny. Like, it would be literally like holding a book and doing your makeup the whole time. So I'm not about that. But you can't actually fold the palette back all the way. So I think that's super convenient. There's what the mirror looks like in case you're curious. And I mean, just look at those shimmers. You can't even truly see all the sparkle because I have artificial light going on, but they are so beautiful. Cannot wait to swatch them. Okay, so without further ado, cannot wait a moment longer. Let's go ahead and jump on into some swatches. All right, so first we have Banana, so pretty, which is just a really metallic yellowy gold. We have Pineapple, which is a true matte yellow. Strawberry, which is like kind of a deeper pink metallic, has a little bit of a purple undertone. Look at that. Okay, next we have the shade Lavender, which I think is what I'm most excited about this entire palette. It is so creamy and beautiful. Honestly, it looks just like Anomaly from JD Glow Cosmetics, I want to say. So pretty. Then we have Blueberry, which is a deeper bluey purple. It's not quite as creamy as the other shimmers. It's a little bit more of a powdery texture. Not a bad way. It's still, I mean, like, look at that. It's metallic. It's just not like silky like the other ones. And then we have Guava, which looks to be the prettiest. Rose gold with like little golden shimmers in it. Oh my goodness. All right, next we have the shade Peach, which is a matte, very vibrant coral. Cranberry, which is a matte, deeper pink. And then Ube, I want to say. I think that's a cake from somewhere. I looked it up. It's this purple cake. I'm going to Google it so I can let you know. But those look super vibrant. Here's a picture. It's a Filipino cake, and it's purple. All right, next we have the shade Purple Frost, which is a deeper purple matte. We have Carrot, which looks to be a really beautiful orangey shimmer with some type of golden reflect to it. And then Raspberry, which is a true matte pink. All right, next we have Red Velvet, which is a matte, kind of deeper red. Freaking love Red Velvet cupcakes. Those are my favorite. Birthday Cake, which is kind of just a blue matte. And then we have Icy Mint, which I wouldn't really call a mint. Kind of more just like a lighter teal. Ooh, those two shades look super similar swatched out. All right, next we have Dulce de Leche, which is just a warm orangey brown, more on the orange side. We have Cinnamon, which looks to be a gold with a green reflect. Super, super pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that. The shift has just like this slight just greenness to it. Stunning. And then we have Chocolate, which is not swatching anywhere near as deep as I feel like it looks like in the palette, which is kind of disappointing because it'd be nice to have a really good deepening shade, but it looks just like a mid-tone. Ooh, yeah, Chocolate's a little disappointing. Sad day. I love chocolate. All right, next we have the shade Blue Raspberry, which looks to be such a pretty, sparkly, kind of mid-tone blue. Or actually more of a royal blue. And then Key Lime. All right, so there is the entire cake palette swatched out. I do think it's really pretty. I mean, it's kind of exactly how I expected it to be. It's a rainbow palette with beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shimmers, like especially the cinnamon one. I mean, it's the most neutral one of the bunch, but I really love the shift in it. It's so pretty. And then the pinky gold guava and lavender, just so pretty. Dang it, you guys, it's not coming off. I think I'm gonna have to take a quick break. I'm gonna go wash my arm with soap and water, and I'll be back. All right, so I already went ahead and primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the shade Raspberry, and I'm gonna put that right into my crease as my transition shade. I'm going to go into that same pink with a little bit more of a smaller, precise blending brush, and I'm going to put that right into the crease just to start building it up a little bit more. Then I'm going to go back with my previous brush and just blend over the edges. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and take this pink right here called Cranberry, and I'm going to start that off on the outer V, and then just kind of bring it into the crease a little bit. Not all the way in though. It's very pigmented, so I'm trying to be careful. Alright, again, just going to go back into my first brush and just blend over the edges. Alright, I kind of want to start working on my lower lash line, so I think I'm going to go ahead and start off with this purple ube right here. I think is how it's pronounced, but I'm guessing. And I'm going to smudge that along the entire lower lash line and just slowly build it up. And I want to connect it to what's happening on the lid. Alright, so I think I'm going to do things out of the order that I normally do them. And I'm going to take this shade Piggy Bank from ColourPop, and I'm just going to smudge that into my waterline. And then I'm going to go back into that brush I was just using and kind of smudge that out. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and go into this shade right here called Purple Frost. And I'm going to use that to start deepening my outer V. I feel like it definitely does take like 2 layers to get a little depth going from that shade in contrast with the other pinky tones. Wish it was just a tiny bit deeper, just to go with all the other things in the palette, because that's basically the deepest shade. Alrighty, so that's basically blended out, but I'm just going to go back in with the first brush. Surprise, surprise. And then I'm going to go back into my little smudgy brush and go into some more of that deeper Purple Frost. And I'm going to pop that along the outer third of the lower lash line. Alrighty, so I think I like how that is looking. Now, of course, I have to go into the shade that I'm most excited about, lavender, right here, and I'm going to apply it with my finger just because I found that's the best for glam light shadows. You can use a brush and you can do what you need to do, but I personally just like using my finger. I think I'm just gonna pop that onto like the front 2/3 of the lid, and then I'm gonna go into another shimmer. I kind of want to pull something a little bit unexpected and go into the shade Blue Raspberry and pop that right on just like in between the pink and the purple. I don't know if it's gonna look, I don't know. I'm gonna try it though. Just gonna grab a little bit and see, and if I don't like it, I'll do something else. I did get a little bit of fallout from that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and flick it off. I'm gonna go back into my smallest blending brush with a little bit more of that deepish purple shade and just blend. I'm gonna go back into my little smudgy brush, and I think I'm just gonna take a touch of the shade Guava, and I'm gonna pop that onto the front of the lower lash line, just for a little pop of pink sparkle. Alright, so when I look in this palette, nothing really screams to me as an inner corner shade, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go into my Alma palette, and I think I'm gonna grab the shade Heavenly, this one right here, which has a purple shift to it, and I'm gonna pop that onto my inner corner. You could spray it if you wanted it to be more intense, but I'm just going in with it dry. Alright, really quickly off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright, so for my cheeks today, I'm gonna go into the Natasha Denona Love Glow Cheek Palette, and I'm gonna start off with this Glow Cream Base blush right here, which is so beautiful. Just gonna take a moment and just kind of warm it up with my finger in the pan, and then it'll pick up more product. I went in with quite a lot, so I'm gonna kind of spread that, and then just tapping it in. And then for highlighter, I'm gonna go into the Diamond Powder, and I'm just gonna put that at like the tip top of my cheekbone. This does have a little bit more of a glittery finish to it, so I'm gonna try and keep it a little bit more concentrated and then just blend it backwards. It looks, I feel like, a little tiny bit patchy in some areas, but we're gonna ignore that, and I'm just gonna go into the Joa Selfie Ready Setting Spray and do me a favor. It's the dewy one. I totally forgot to go in with a little bit of highlighter for my nose. Alright, for lips today, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Gerard Cosmetics lip pencil in the shade Nude. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take the Dominique Cosmetics lip gloss in the shade Creamer. Not sure how this is going to work. It's my first time using it with a lip liner. Alright, y'all, so this is the finished look with the Cake palette, and I definitely do really like how it turned out. I feel like I overall had a pretty good experience with the palette. The shimmers are absolutely stunning, just like I thought they would be. They're the same formula that I'm used to with Glam Lite. I felt like some of the mattes with like my experience with Purple Frost and then just swatching Chocolate, they seem a little bit more on the sheer side, and you have to build them up quite a bit. Some of them are more intense, like the shade Cranberry was super pigmented. I'm a little bit disappointed just because I feel like there's no really good deepening shade in this palette, and I really love having everything I need in one palette. Inner corner is not that big of a deal because you could just use your highlighter, or I don't know, there's other options, but I just feel like, especially to make this an inclusive palette and for every skin tone, I wish there was one shade, whether it be Chocolate or Purple Frost or if Red Velvet was deeper, something that just had that depth. I also was kind of surprised how much these two shades look the same swatched out, so I'll have to do a look with those next and just see if you can see a difference on the eyes. I think that this little quad here would be a super beautiful look. So overall, I'm impressed, but there's definitely a lot more I want to do with this, and hopefully I can do like at least like 3 looks or something coming up. Especially I can't wait to get cinnamon all over my eyes. I know I'm sure everyone is looking at this palette and this is like the last shade they're looking at, but it is so stunning. I die for gold with a green shift. It's perfection. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the look. I did try and do a little matchy-matchy. I don't have anything cake themed, but I have ice cream, cake a la mode. It goes together, right? So that's everything for today's video. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them down below for me, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.